Hi, I'm Paige Deers. We are here at the Cornet Conference in Chicago, bringing you insights about what is really moving the market today. And I'm here with Joe Brady. And Joe, we're talking about retail. The environment really has been tough on the consumer. It's also been tough on the retailer.
Sure has.
So, where are we in terms of retail occupiers?
Well, the retailers page today can best be described as a series of haves and have-nots. What we're seeing are high-end retailers doing exceptionally well coming out of the economic downturn, and then any other retailer that has dollar in its name, Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, they're doing great. So it's either sort of the value play or the very high end. The folks in the middle are having a hard time right now.
So are we seeing that this environment where it's a lot of cost pressures has really hurt some retailers? Are they still alive?
Well, we've seen this, what we call in economic theory, creative destruction, right? The Nook, the iPad, all the e-readers have really taken a big bite out of the bookstores, and we've seen what's happened already with Borders. There's some speculating that Barnes & Noble has to really come up with a different strategy in order to survive. But as we saw Borders go away, we've seen this backfill of different concepts. There's fashion retailers that are coming from Japan, from Europe, that are coming in to take what was the Borders store. So even though there's that change, we're seeing backfill. And the other really important thing right now, Paige, that we should talk about is the fact that since the economic downturn started, credit being so tight, there really hasn't been new development happening. So in order for growth to happen for a lot of these retailers, they really have to embark on adaptive reuse of existing space.
Well, to become continually efficient and in demand, don't retailers have to recycle their look every couple of years?
Well, that's a great point. Right now, retailers have been sitting on their hands. They really haven't spent any capital at this point. But for all of us as consumers, we want a pleasant experience. The consumers demand refresh, a new look, have to stay current and hip. And so what we're seeing now is this new wave of remodeling and refresh happening, refresh projects happening. There's pent-up demand, and there's billions of dollars that will be spent judiciously by retailers, but it really has to be done.
Well, and you mentioned judicious spending because, I mean, this stuff really needs to pencil at the end of the day. So they're finding ways to employ that capital but still be really cognizant of cost concerns?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the pressures are still as high as they've ever been. Retailers, as you know, during the economic downturn, they've cut expenses, they've cut headcount to the point where you really can't cut headcount anymore. I will tell you that it's been a positive thing for corporate service providers, where retailers are spending more time focusing on issues of strategy and governance and taking care of their clients, who are the operations in a retailer, and they're looking to service providers like Jones Lang LaSalle for that horsepower to execute in the field, to execute their mandates and their strategies. So
let's talk about one of their strategies, because if you're a store operator, you are dealing in the bricks environment, but what about the clicks world? Bricks and clicks, where does that stand for the consumer today?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, social networking is impacting retailers left, right, and center. And so what we're finding is our retailers have to be as nimble and facile with the marketing department as they have to be with the real estate department. And so we're working with retailers on strategies to help with everything from QR codes to Foursquare, the geospatial work that's happening right now. It's essential. Retailers that get it are going to continue to thrive. Those that don't, back to that creative destruction again, Paige.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're going to still see a lot of action from the retailers that are thinking smart, growing smart, and keeping the next thing in mind. So stay tuned. We'll give you more insights from here at Cornet.